Hello everybody, my name is Axel. Welcome back to the Axel Sip channel. This video is going to be a little different from my other type of videos. You might recognize this type of style from the Weekly Slap, which is a channel made by Jay Schlatt. And he makes kind of commentary type videos on that channel. And so I was heavily inspired by those type of videos, and also by Ludwig and his Mobile Mail channel. From my understanding, they both started those channels to practice talking, and they try to do their videos in one take, and just they both wanted to get better at recording, better at talking, which is something I also want to improve on. And so I will be doing something very similar with this channel. This channel is basically, or this type of series is just going to be for me to talk about things I'm interested in, random thoughts I have, and basically just kind of practice and get better at talking in front of a mic, because I think I'm very bad at it. I have to practice it a lot. When I record videos, I have to do multiple takes, and also I kind of just stutter a lot, and so I wanted to get better at that. And so this kind of series is gonna hopefully help me get better at that. First thing I wanted to talk about is I'm kind of at an interesting point in my life, bruh. I'm 19 years old. In my opinion, I'm pretty young, but like, there'd be people on the internet calling me kind of old, bruh. My friends be calling me old. I'd be getting called Unk. I'm 19 years old getting called Unk, dude. Some random in my math class during the summer was calling me Unk. Dude was probably a year younger than me, calling me Unk. He did not know me. I did not know him. He was calling me Unk, which is crazy, bro. Like, I'm 19. How is that possible? In my opinion, that's just crazy. I understand calling people Unk. I think it's fucking funny as shit calling people Unk who are actually Unks. But this shit gotta stop, bro. We got like these little ass kids calling people Unk who are not Unks, bro. I'm 19. Why am I getting called an Unk? This shit is crazy to me, in my opinion. But it is what it is, I guess. I personally would just appreciate if I was not called an Unk. But I guess it is what it is. Second thing I wanted to talk about is this kind of repeating feeling I get, or not feeling, but I guess thing that happens to me, where I'll have this thing where I'll watch like a video or movie or song or whatever, and when I first like consume it or just watch it or whatever, at first I'm kind of like indifferent to it, or like I genuinely like it, but not that much. Like, I'll watch a movie and be like, oh yeah, that was okay. But then like later on, just kind of like sitting on it and like thinking about it, I like it like more after the fact, if that makes sense. This happened to me when I watched the movie The Boy and the Heron in theaters. I watched it with my friend, and when I first finished watching it, I was like, oh yeah, that was a good movie. It was okay, but like nothing like crazy like that. But kind of like as time went on, and like I was like scrolling on Twitter or something, I saw a post about it, and like for some reason, like I remembered it a lot better than like what it actually was when I first watched it. Like, I remember thinking, damn, this movie was actually really good, and like I was seeing clips of it, and like, damn, this movie was actually peak. And so I had this thing where I'll just watch something, think it's okay, but then like later on just kind of like look back on it like, damn, that shit was actually peak. That's been happening to me a lot. It happened to me with a book called The Alchemist, which I read back like in high school for like a group, not a group project, but like a project for my English class. And like when I read it, I was like, yeah, this book is okay. It's like whatever, like it's an assigned reading. But like looking back on it, I'm like, damn, that book was actually kind of peak, bro. That shit was insane. And so that kind of happens to me a lot. I think it's very interesting. I kind of think it's kind of like nostalgia, but not really, because it's like so short term. Like, it can be something like last year or a few months ago. And I don't know, I think it's just like a pretty interesting feeling, but I think it might be because like I watch it, I think it's decent, but then like I experience other things that are not like to that level, that are probably just mid or ass. And so I'm like, damn, I look back and I'm like, damn, that shit was actually pretty good compared to these newer things I've been experiencing. So that's what I think might be happening, but I don't know. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the book I mentioned earlier, The Alchemist. Like I said, I read it back in high school. that shit in my opinion was pretty peak. The main theme about it was kind of like, I guess, like finding your purpose in life. In the book, they described it as having a personal legend, and like the point of life was basically just trying to find it, pursue it, and like achieve it, I guess. We follow like this boy who's like the main character, and he's just like, trying to find like, I guess, his purpose and how to achieve it. I think it was pretty interesting, obviously, because like I said, the book was peak, right? But like I just think the idea of having a purpose in life is pretty interesting, because like I do agree, like, damn, people do like are just like amazing at things. Like today, bro, as the day I'm recording this, the USA won the gold in Olympic basketball, bro. That shit was insane. My GOAT, Chef Curry, popped the fuck off. That dude went crazy, bro. I think that dude was meant to play basketball, bro. I don't think there'll be anyone as good as him. I'm gonna be glazing him right now. That dude is the fucking GOAT in my opinion. I think he was born to play basketball. I think he found like what he was supposed to be doing and did it, bro. And that shit is insane. So I think people are probably obviously born to do certain things that they're good at, but I also think like it doesn't have to necessarily have to be something you're good at. I think, you know, it should be things that make you happy, which is kind of obvious, but like I just think it's interesting how people like have this thing where have this idea like, oh, I have to do this, like I have to find my purpose in life, when I don't think it's, I think it's that serious, but it's also not that serious. I think like you don't have, or like your purpose in life can be like anything you make it, in my opinion. Like obviously like some people are good at things and like, oh, I should be doing this, or like this is gonna make me happy, and so they do it. But I think it can be anything. And so I understand like, oh, some people were like built for things, but like if Steph Curry was like, obviously in my opinion he's my GOAT, bro, he's my GOAT, but if he would like drop basketball and was like, oh, you know what, basketball is cool and all, he's like obviously a GOAT at it, but like he's like, you know what, I want to go do something else that makes him happy, I think that's fine, bro. Like obviously he's not gonna do that, like bro's already at the end of his career, but like I just still think it's crazy how people can feel like locked into something just because they're good at it, or because like they think it's gonna make them happy, or like maybe it doesn't make them happy, but like they kind of get into this idea like, oh, I can't explore other avenues. And so I don't know, I think it's just very interesting. I think that's gonna be, you know, wrapping it up here. In the future I might want to do more videos like this. I might do more videos kind of like mogul mail, or as I like to call it, MAGA mail, where I talk about drama, probably like just internet drama, like, you know, whatever be popping off, like the Mr. Beast stuff or whatever, but we'll see how that goes. In my opinion, not my opinion, this is my video, fuck, these type of videos aren't really meant to like get hella views. Like I said, this is mostly meant for me to practice talking and also kind of just express myself. I kind of want to just make videos I enjoy, and I want to get over this stigma of overthinking my uploads. This obviously isn't an insane banger. It's not gonna get like tens of millions of views. It's not my best video, but like I kind of just want to upload more videos. I want to just practice getting better at talking in front of a mic or camera, and so I think this is gonna help me do that. I kind of criticize people for trying to make videos, like to myself. I criticize them because like, oh, they're kind of just, you know, they're trying to like do it for like the attention or the fame or whatever. I always tell myself, you know what, it's best, well, because you hear other people, other YouTubers say this, it's best to do it for the love of the game. And I always tell myself, you know, I'm doing it for the love of the game, but I can't really like say that to myself if I'm not actually uploading or streaming. And so I'm going to be trying to do a lot more of that, and this video is an example of that. This video, I don't think it's going to pop off like crazy. I might get 10 views, but at the end of the day, it's for the love of the game, and it's for me to practice and get better at it. Not all of them can be bangers. Sometimes you just gotta go through it and work at it and hope it works out, and you just slowly build yourself up, which I hope this will do. Anyways, that's it from me. Thanks for listening to this almost 10-minute yap session from me. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.